And look who's here. We have a restaurateur here. And not only that, he's involved with Music Haven. We were talking about Music Haven early.
Absolutely.
And so now we're going to talk about your restaurant because you're going to be doing dinner before what?
One of the concerts at the
Okay.
Music Haven.
And you do it in the pavilion?
Yes, it will be
Okay,
in the
so
pavilion. Yes.
tell me about your restaurant, how you got started.
Oh well, some years back when I moved from New York City to Albany region with my family, and there was little or nothing that reminded us of any connection with back home from Africa.
The food that you like, that you grew up with, probably.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we made a trip a couple times back to the city, and then eventually my wife, who's big on cooking, and I decided we should give it a try to introduce people to some of the recipes and cuisines that we have. So,
But you're talking like we have restaurants that have like Southern cooking.
Correct.
But yours is African, right?
yes, it is African.
And you use a lot of peanuts, right?
There is
Yeah.
a menu that has to do with peanut. We have a peanut butter stew,
Yeah.
which is great with some of the staples that we have, starch components to it. But we have a variety of cuisines that would satisfy the taste buds.
Yes. Do you lean on meat or vegetables or both or rice or what do you use for
Both.
starch? Yeah.
Both. We have most of our menu, West African, especially Nigeria, is big on starch. That's yam, pounded yam. It could be grated, turned into flour. We have maize.
That's corn.
Yes.
Corn.
Yeah,
Maize.
corn, wheat. We're big on those. But each individual starch component, it's complemented with a stew or vegetable sauce that go with it. They are the main side show, but the sauce, you can't have them without the sauce or the.
Do you use much meat at all in your
Yes,
cooking?
we do.
You do.
We do. We have.
Because I don't know a lot about this from Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigerian cooking.
Yeah.
So where's your restaurant located?
It's in Locke Street in Albany,
Okay.
189 Locke Street.
Okay.
You'll find us between Washington Avenue and Spring Street.
And how well has your restaurant been accepted? Because it's a different kind of food.
Yes.
And I know that there was an African one on Washington Avenue or something. I think there was one at one time because I went there, but I can't remember when it was. Years ago.
Probably. Yeah, we are the premier African restaurant, through and through African restaurant, because we started because of the increasing desire of Africans, especially Nigerians and the American families alike, to experience authentic African food. And we've come a long way in the past 4 years, which we started during the COVID. Actually had the plan in place before Mr. COVID showed up.
Yeah, that was to bumping everybody's road, right?
Yeah, so we've been able to be around and introduce people to many African
Dishes.
Yeah.
How easy is it to get the ingredients, or is it difficult? Maybe it isn't difficult. I don't know.
Well, we use premium ingredients. I wouldn't say difficult, but we travel to the city.
Okay.
Importers who do that. It's not cheap. Quite costly to get those into the country and then transport them
Right, exactly.
here. So, but premium ingredients that we use, but we have locally sourced ingredients as well. But most of our authentic ingredients come from Africa.
Okay, now we're talking about the one that you do. There's also, you're representing actually the International Center of the Capital Region, because they're the ones that are sponsoring dinners. 3 dinners are being sponsored before Music Haven events. One is yours, the African.
Yes.
And I'm not sure which.
Patagonia from Troy and Simone's Kitchen.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering when yours is on the 21st.
21st,
right?
yes.
Oh,
July
that's
21st.
the Slavic Soul Party.
Yes,
It's
that
gonna
is
be
correct.
Before that.
Yeah.
And then I know that you have the Caribbean, and Mona did mention that there's going to be Caribbean food.
Yeah.
And then there's the one that is Simone's Kitchen.
Correct.
Yeah, and they're opening up another store. I mean, they're really expanding as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, is it, I was going to say, is how large is your restaurant? Can you bring a large party there or what?
Yes, we can. We host different parties, weddings, sweet 16s,
Oh, okay.
large events like we're going to have in Schenectady now.
Yeah, yeah.
You can catch us at farmers market.
Oh, you do
different
farmers
places.
markets too.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, when you do it at Music Haven, it's going to be at the pavilion.
Yes.
Are you preparing food that night or are you bringing it in? How does that work?
So we always prepare our food fresh.
Okay.
So we'll be making it before coming to the pavilion, and we're ready to feed as many people that will be there. I'm talking 200-300, maybe more.
Oh, well, I hope there is. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes.
That would be nice. So the International Center, has a mission to uplift immigrants and refugees and connect the capital region to the world.
To the world.
We're talking about Music Haven. Music is the soul to a people's culture. The instruments, the lyrics, it tells you a little bit about who they are. Now, food and music is inherently social. The food gives you a window into their traditions and values and what makes them a people. So the International Center tries to foster global citizenship, and they have some advocacy, outreach and educational programs for even visitors that partner with some of
I was going to say, even visitors coming into the capital region, they will host families and things too.
Correct.
It's about connection.
Yes, it is. It's totally about connection. The International Center believes in personal experiences.
Yes.
That would help us understand each other better, be able to live.
Not governments, but people.
Yes, people.
Yes. And then we find out how alike we are.
Yes.
That's
we find out that we have a lot in common.
Yes, yes.
We have a lot
no
in
matter
common.
what nation you come from, I mean, you still love your family, you still love to eat, you love your music.
Yeah.
There's so many things that is commonality.
Yeah, you cook, you eat, dancing to music, and that's what the International Center hopes to achieve with the Music Haven. You come, join us with the prefix dinners that are going to be served before the concerts.
I love the idea of that, yeah.
And that's just a way to help them with the vital work they do in the community. It will be a fundraising dinner. So these dinner showcase, like you mentioned earlier, would feature 3 other participating restaurants, and one of the local ethnic restaurants will support immigrants and refugees.
I'm going to have to come and taste your food.
Yeah, try the fufu or the jollof rice.
What are you going to fix?
We're going to have a bunch of, we have the jollof rice with some goat meat.
Okay.
Which is our number one
I love
product.
goat. Yeah, you don't see that on the menu very much.
Yeah, well, we do have them.
Yeah,
we sell a lot of goat meat.
Yeah,
different ways, fried, spiced, or peppered.
Oh, I gotta try it. It sounds awfully good.
Yes,
yeah.
It does sound good.
So will there be choice, or is it like a buffet, or how does that work?
Yes, it will be like a buffet. We have many other items on the menu. You can pick and choose. But the prefix dinners with the International Center for members, $35 will get you everything we have on display. Non-members, $40.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable when you're getting some quality food. Right?
Yeah, come join us. Listen to good music under the stars and savor your senses and travel the world.
I think you're going to have a good time too.
Absolutely.
You'll be working, but you'll be having a good time.
I will enjoy it. For
I
sure.
hope you get to hear the music too.
Good. Definitely.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
To see that how entrepreneurial you are. You opened up a restaurant. You took the big leap, and you're doing really well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're happy to partner with the International Center and Music Haven. Thank you.
And Mr. Nwagboso.
Yes, Nwagboso.
Good. I practiced his name. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it.